We're under the lights here on Monday night, just moments away from kickoff here on EA Sports.
This is a game today that could come down to the two running backs, two of the real stars of the sport, two players who went in fantasy drafts really high. How do you see this one going down today?
Yeah, and how's your fantasy team?
Yeah.
We won't talk about that. Let's talk about good things. But, you know, these two teams are stars. You know why? Because we can see how the football team is built. And I think there's no doubt about it. The offensive line's a big part of it. They always have hope. If they block their guy a little bit, these running backs can make a big play out of it.
Two tight ends on the field here. First down at the 22.
And it's swatted away. Here's the Bills offense. Will they finally find a way to run up and down the field? So far on the year, it's been boring. The Bills come to the line. Of course, plenty of pink on the field today and in the stands, as all of October will be seeing this for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Makes the catch.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Tim. And also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
First down here.
The Bills lined up in the pistol. Flag is down.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
The Bills bring in an extra tight end for this play. The Bills take it from the 28.
They run the counter play.
Johnson's able to read that play and make the hit.
The Bills offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play.
The Bills come out in the pistol.
It's a two tight end formation.
The Bills from the 27. Here's the handoff. Johnson's all over the ball carrier.
The Cardinals defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
It'll be third down.
Get ready. Press to the out. Press to the out.
comes up with the grab. They're set to punt it away now. Thomas has got it on the return. Thomas tackled down at the 31.
Thomas is such a great athlete. You got to find ways to get the football to him. Here's another way to get it to him. On a punt return, how explosive is he? Man, very. That's the answer. The defensive line now shifting to a spread look. They're going to try to pressure the quarterback on this play.
That's second down coming up.
Get ready.
They'll go ground. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line. The Cardinals have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down. Third and 1. Another handoff right back to him. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
Third and short. I don't know what you do anymore. I've given up. Do you throw it? Do you run it? Do you have that kind of faith in your offensive line? Well, the offense does. They run the football. Great job by the offensive lineman, giving that running back a chance to get that first down.
Get ready.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Cardinals will take the snap from the 45. And that'll be a gain of about 2. And now we'll look at the Cardinals offense. They will be expecting far greater efficiency today. A week ago, they turned it over on 3 occasions. Second down here. The Bills go with the dime formation here on defense. The defense stops the clock.
Let's go.
Second and 8. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Wide to the left. And a flag is down. Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Set up now at the 28-yard line. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Here's the handoff out of the strong eye. tackled down at the 28-yard line. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Bills heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
Let's go.
Outside now on the toss. Tackle made by Ray that time.
The defensive line, they're shifting. They're getting into a spread look. I think they think this is going to be a pass.
2nd and 9.
Sammy Watkins has the ball.
They still face 3rd and 6 even after that last successful pass play.
Get ready. Press 38. Press 38.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Still got it after the play action. He's wide open for the grab. A foot race to the end zone. The 30, the 20. Wilson's marked down at the 19. The Cardinals defense desperately wanted that stop, but now they'll have to stay on the field.
Sometimes you got to guess right on the defensive side, and that time the defense did not guess the right way. They were in the wrong defense, and they gave up that 4th down attempt.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Handoff.
Teo takes him down. We're back here getting ready for the 2nd quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug of war the 1st quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug of war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offenses just poor play selection, poor execution, and you got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side.
He'll pick up 7 this time.
The defensive line is now all spreading out.
Let's go. Let's go.
3rd and 3. Takes it again. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
The Bills had a 4th down play coming up, but want to be sure about what they want to do here, so they burn a timeout.
Chip shot here. The kick is good, and they grab the upper hand thanks to that successful field goal.
Nothing like getting that field goal attempt and then making it. That's when you like the kicker on your team. That away, big guy. Come through in these moments and get us 3 points.
Picks up the football at the 6. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down at the 22. He's into the open. Gains 12.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. First and 10. To the ground. Slashes to the left side. That's a gain of 6.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Let's go.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Calvin Johnson with the grab.
The Cardinals do a good job that time on second down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them. Third and short.
The Cardinals have it at the 44. They'll go ground. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
You're running back in this league, and you pick up first downs, and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Look at that. The defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
Staying with the running game on first down. This will be second down. Takes another handoff. Room to work. On his way. And in for the touchdown.
You don't see a lot of them anymore because we have so many good tackling safeties in the NFL, but not this time. That long run goes for a touchdown. It was about the moves and the blocks down the field. Terrific job by the offense.
And the extra point is good. The Cardinals getting set for the kickoff. They'll take it at the 20.
The Bills put some points on the board on the previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think, here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
Got the completion. They'll mark him at the 29.
The Bills did a good job that time, throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now, second and short, really puts the defense in a tough position. Jim, look at that. The defensive line now shifting to the right.
The Bills have it at the 29. Scrambling out of the pocket. Chandler Jones gets to the quarterback.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job. Makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
Third down. The Bills get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Middle of the second quarter, and this offense continues to struggle, Phil.
Sooner or later, they got to find some rhythm out there. And, you know, maybe it's a trick play that can get them started. Sometimes a reverse, a flea flicker, plays like that can get your offense feeling good and playing better.
Thomas has got a chance this time. Thomas is taken down at the 33.
The Cardinals love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
Real good field position here to start this series.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
First down at the 33. He's got a big lane. He's up over 90 yards so far on the day.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back. Look at the defensive line. Everybody's spreading out. I think they're going to try to pressure the quarterback.
Halftime, 2 minutes away.
Breaking huddle at the 21.
The Cardinals line up in the pistol offense. Now 1st and 10. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
The Arizona Cardinals for the extra point. Driving extra point is good. The Bills are ready to return the kickoff. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20.
The Bills' offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
Wilson's a tight end, but lined up in the backfield for this play. First down at the 20. Toss play. Gains 16. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The Bills will approach this play from out of the pistol. First down at the 36. Jones is the one who made the big stop.
Well, you got to know the situation as a player. Even if the coaches didn't tell you this, you should know it. When you get a chance inside of 2 minutes to get out of bounds, you do it.
Double tight end formation.
Let's go.
The Bills snap it at the 31. Cleaner has the catch. That's reception number 2 for him.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
The Bills have to call one right here, and they do, and they are out of timeouts. The Bills lined up. Everybody split out wide. Snap it out of the gun. Fleener's got it on a pass that had some heat.
Good job by the offense here, Jim. Be in a hurry-up mode. You have no timeouts left. You need to get this play clock stopped.
1st and 10. Down the field. The ball is jarred loose.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Bills will take the snap from the 35. The defense gets the sack.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
From the shotgun. Takes the hit, throws.
The Bills don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
The coach is going to go for it. The Bills with an empty backfield look here. The Bills take it from the 43. Looking to go down the field here. What a catch. And that will close out the first half from Western New York. And we'll take a short break for halftime before returning for the 3rd quarter. Back now at what is one of the oldest stadiums in the NFL, Ralph Wilson Stadium. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The second half is officially underway. And a touchback. The Cardinals offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
He's up over 90 yards so far on the day. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. They'll run it here. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. It's 3rd down coming up. Reaches out and grabs it. He's in the clear. The 20, the 10, gonna take it home for the touchdown. And that touchdown puts them in the driver's seat. Early stages of the second half.
You know, somewhere along the line, you got to take a stand and you just got to say, I've had enough. And on the defensive side, they didn't do that in that drive, so maybe they could come out on the offensive side, find a way to score some points and get back into this game.
Takes off from the 5. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Bills offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
The Cardinals lined up in the nickel. 1st down at the 27. That's Kuechly flying in to make the tackle.
Let's go.
2nd down and 13. He's hit as he throws it.
I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a 3rd and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Get ready.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Under pressure and incomplete.
The Bills put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Going for it on 4th down.
The Cardinals come out in a dime package. The Bills take it from the 23.
Going for the home run.
The Bills turn the ball over on downs.
The Bills had time to go for it on 4th down, and they failed. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
The Cardinals have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down, don't get conservative, keep it going, try to score points, and just dominate the other team.
Catch made by Calvin Johnson.
The Cardinals coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on 1st down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's 2nd and short. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Has the grab.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a 1st down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Stepping up to the 3-yard line.
The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion. Should have had it.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
2nd down following that incompletion.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run.
Arizona is in for the score. Touchdown.
And a 2nd touchdown on the game. The Cardinals with the PAT to come.
Extra point is good. The Bills are ready to return the kickoff. He'll have a chance to take off.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Bills have to still be thinking about what happened on their last possession as they get ready to start this next one.
Well, how can the offensive players have confidence? They're thinking, man, well, how's this game going to be managed? We can be in any situation, and we're going to go for it. It's just crazy. It's bad. It's not smart, and you just got to play better.
You wonder where the threshold point is from your own side of the 50. 4th and 30, is it? 4th and 35. At what point do you decide to go punt the football?
I think it's quite evident there's no threshold. They're going to go for it no matter what.
It's caught by Jerron Brown. That's his first reception today.
They hurry to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 4. It's intercepted.
Going to take it the distance.
All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
Well, when you study the offense and you know what they're going to do, you're able to make plays like that. You time the interception perfectly, you make the catch, and you take it all the way back to the score.
The Cardinals have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the 3rd quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.
He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
The Bills just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Bill, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down at the 28. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
Looking at this deficit, you wonder how much more they're going to try to run the football, because it has not been there for the taking all game long.
Yeah, the running game's been terrible. Hard to win a game in the NFL when you're one-dimensional. But if you want to win today's game, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. Throw the football.
Got a flag down here.
Watkins taken down.
Well, Phil, he scrambled around, and then he moved past the line of scrimmage when he made that throw.
You know, all you have to do, Jim, as long as some part of your body is at or behind the line of scrimmage when the football leaves your hand, that's legal. That time, easy to see, quarterback way past the line of scrimmage.
The Bills get set at the line, needing to get to the 38 for a first.
He'll throw it over the middle. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Let's go. 38. 38.
Wasting little time.
Get ready.
The Bills snap it at the 41. Running room.
And pick up about 4.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down.
Get ready.
They hand it off to him again. And that's Teo in on the stop.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. They bring in the extra tight end. Throws the pass. That ball has been picked off. He's brought down.
Heading into the 4th, and this offense just wants to forget about this effort.
Yeah, Jim, that's the best thing you can do. Forget about what you did on that field today. Go back to practice next week. Start over and see if you can just play better in the next game.
They'll set up now at midfield.
The Cardinals line up, split backfield.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
First down at the 50. Looking to go deep.
And it's incomplete.
I think the coach has got to call more of these plays. That's a good job of at least trying to get the big play, but they cannot get the completion on that long throw.
The Bills with a nickel look here on defense.
Second and 10. Looking across the middle. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
First down and 10.
Thomas is ready to run off the screen. Thomas is met after a gain of 3.
They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. They motion the receiver around to the other side. 2nd down and 8. Launching it deep.
And they can't connect.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Third down on the way.
The Cardinals come to the line. The first down marker is at the 24.
Toss to the outside. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
The Bills guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
This will be a field goal try for Tucker. No good. No good.
I think it's easy to see why he missed his field goal wide, Jim. Look, as he put his plant foot down and just got too close to the football in bad position, and that's why he missed it wide.
The Bills will take the snap from the 40.
Wide to the left.
Martin's the one who brings him to the ground. The 4th quarter about to get underway, and there's not much left to do in this one other than to run out the clock.
Yeah, that's what you hope to do on the side. When you're winning a game like this, you want to run the clock out. And you know what, Jim? On the other side, they want that clock to run too, because they're just trying to find a way to get out of this game.
Let's go.
Final quarter underway now with this snap. The Bills get a first down. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play.
Pass is intercepted. No one's going to get him now. The 10, touchdown.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
Makes the PAT.
The Cardinals ready to kick it away. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Bills back onto the field. Of course, the last drive they had it looked like they were going to put up some points, only to watch the football get picked off in opponent's territory.
Smart defensive coach they're going against in this game today. He knows how to put his players in positions to make plays, and he did that last drive, and they came up with the INT.
Was that on the quarterback, or was that just a great play by the defender?
I'm giving most of the credit to the defender. It was just a good play. Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Airing it out. Luke Wilson has the catch. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown. It's early in the 4th quarter. They put a touchdown on the board, and a little respectability comes with it, Phil.
Yeah, it does. There's nothing like doing something well in this game, even though it's been one rough day, and you're going to lose. But that drive, that was impressive. A lot of good plays were strung together, and you finally get that touchdown you've been looking for.
The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff. Catches it at the 9 and starts his return. And
he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Running back in motion here.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Secures it with two hands. They bring him down in the middle of the field at the 50. No huddle time.
Get ready.
First down at the 50. Had it, but dropped it.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Second down coming up. Set up screen. Picks up 8 here.
The Cardinals understand just get whatever yards you can every time you run a play. That's what they do that time. It's a short completion, but look what position it puts them here. In on third down, this is something they can handle.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
The Cardinals will go for it here on fourth down and short.
Let's go.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
The Cardinals snap it at the 41. The Cardinals turn the ball over on downs.
The Cardinals here in the second half, they're winning the football game. I don't understand why you would go for it on fourth down. They go for it, and it doesn't work.
The Bills now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
It's caught by Justin Hunter. The Bills now move the chains.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Brown with the reception. Brown's tackled down after a gain of 10. Quickly to the line.
Get ready.
From the gun. It's a catch by Hunter. That's a pickup of 14.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
The Bills take it from the 28. Fleener's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later. When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
First down here after the completion.
And now they're going to go with the draw play. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Get ready.
I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
And Kuechly in on the tackle.
They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. 2 minutes to go before this one's in the books.
And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. The Bills come to the line with a bunch set.
The quarterback is taken to the ground by Darrell Washington.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Cleaner's going to pull in the bullet pass.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. And he's in for the touchdown. They could have used a few more plays like that much earlier in this ball game. Where has that been all day long, Phil?
Well, listen, Jim, you see plays like that, and you see a drive where they score, and you go, why did they do that earlier? Well, the situation has changed dramatically. It's just not as important to the defense right now, and that's why they drove down the field and scored.
The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff.
Makes the catch at the 7. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals offense takes the field, and what is in essence an encore bow to the crowd here, as they have been the dominant team all game long, and time is running out.
This is when I was at my best when I played, Jim. When we were winning, I came out there late in the game I could kneel down and kill the clock as good as any quarterback in history.
First down at the 25. And he hauls it in. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Well, when you look at this offense, even though they have a big lead here late in the second half, they're never satisfied. They love those numbers, so they're going to keep piling on those stats.
And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
The Cardinals signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. The Bills defense now is going to go nickel.
3rd down and 1.
Catch made out to Johnson. Has 12 on this play. Going to go to the hurry up with under a minute to play. First down at the 46.
Calvin Johnson with the catch.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
At the 30-yard line, here comes the snap.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. From the gun. Looking long.
Catch made. That's his 5th catch of the day.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
First and goal. Interception. Ball is out. Well, I'll tell you, it's getting ugly out here.
That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
The Cardinals in position. They're going to go with the onside kick.
They won't recover the onside kick. The hands team does his job.
The Bills come out now with little time left on the clock, and they've got to be thinking, what could have been here today, partner?
Yeah, that's it. You know, Jim, these are tough moments, and once you do in a situation like this, don't throw any more gasoline on the fire. If you're the quarterback, don't take a chance and throw a silly interception that people are going to talk about. Don't fumble the ball if you get the ball in your hands as a runner or a receiver, and just get this game over with.
One more play, and it's in the books.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun.
Going deep.
And a flag comes out.
Well, who are we kidding? They're driving the football down the field, and they're in the red zone. They're getting blown out, and what difference does it make if they score now or not? Nothing. Quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
First and goal. Stands in the pocket. Incompletion on that hurried throw. This win, Phil, how much will it mean?
Well, Jim, it means a lot. It's another victory, one step closer to the playoffs. Big stuff.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.